Hey everybody, want to Wisdom here. It is early 2:30 a.m. basically, Tuesday, April 22nd. Gonna come in here. I've got Rubble Rouser on the Portal of Power. Interestingly enough, he did not have enough money. I caught that ahead of time. Again, for the Swap Force characters, what you're gonna need for a full upgrade run, with your discount that is going to be 11,568. It's kind of weird with Rubble Rouser. He came in late to the game. There wasn't really a lot of opportunities to use him at the point I was in the playthrough. As you should know, I'm a huge Earth Element fan, so I was looking forward to him. Of course, my most anticipated is Doomstone. Fittingly, he doesn't come out for forever. That's how it's gone like every game, it seems. But what I can't figure out, I came in and I was trying to figure out how he only had such a minute amount of money. And I went in, and when I looked at his quest, which I won't do here because I'll have to edit it out, he's killed 56 enemies is all. Like, he has nothing accomplished in terms of his quests, and there's credit for 56 enemies, yet he's at level 8. I don't know how that's really possible, but nonetheless, I mean, I guess that's a good thing. But this is him. I don't remember putting that hat on, but I remember several times in the playthrough I said I'd go ahead and put a hat on because people never said I'd put hats on. So I think this hat, don't hold me to it, but I want to say it's just plus 15 speed. I've got the gamepad here, it confirms that, but the problem is he's plus 63 on elemental power. I think that would be accurate with the figures I have. I don't really want to go thumb through the stats, but even with the plus 15, he's pretty slow. I mean, this makes a very noticeable difference, but I mean, I thought that hat fit him pretty well. Probably why I put it on. Looks like a jester hat, not sure of the exact title on it. What I did to save us some time, I came in here and it took me forever. Ever since I've upgraded Punk Shock, anything critical, it's like taking an eternity for me to get numbers on those. But his primary attack, let me slide my little mic status up here. Primary attack on the top end is Hammer Swing. It's going to be 56, 84 on the critical side. You can basically run it 3 times, and then there's a slight delay. It's a fairly slow but powerful attack. Flip side of that, on his bottom end, the legs primary attack is Dig Deep, and it's 50 and 50 and 50, and it was like 5 minutes I spared you, and I finally got a critical number, which is 75. So I'm not looking forward to trying to replicate that, but just to showcase it, Dig Deep, basically you go into the ground, you pop up, again 50 almost for an eternity, sometimes 75. Hammer Swing, pretty nice. You see there, I mean, it looks like it's gonna do good damage, but again, if you rapid tap, you can do 3, and then there's that slight delay before he hits, another round. So, and of course, you can just do it one at a time. But like if you were just rapid tapping, like I said, you get 3 hits, and then you have to wait. So, the way I do this, of course, we've got the 5-video format we kind of came up with. I did forget to talk to Gorm, to you, just mainly because I was perplexed how he was level 8 without having really done anything. This is a great look at Rubble Rouser. He looks pretty cool. Haven't really heard anyone talk about him in terms of like, oh, he's so awesome, he's the worst character, he's the best character, which leads me to believe, most of you he's middle of the pack, or you probably don't have him yet, things of that nature. Most chatter I have heard about him is something with one of his drill paths. Apparently someone just messaged me on the Wii U. But I guess Excavator, which it's weird, the strategy guide has Excavator, ES, and then like the little box that talks about it has Excavator. So I'm not sure which one they intended it to be, but I would assume it's Excavator, EX, the prefix, but who knows. Anyway, I've heard from Daphne, this was way back when he first came out, from the people who like get them and immediately upgrade them, probably because they don't record videos and whatnot, but I think there was something he was like getting stuck in the arena challenges, things of that nature. So if we come across that, we'll know and be disappointed. But right now, base upgrades, we'll do top and bottom. I'm going to get started with top, so until you see this screen again and we go to bottom, just know that we're working with the top side of Rubble Rouser. Tools of the Trade, that is his first upgrade. Again, bear in mind, 11,568 is what you need. I've got the 18 Wing Sapphires, 36% discount. That makes this first upgrade 192 coins. Press X, so this will be a tertiary attack, to smash nearby enemies with the hammer. I'm assuming this looks like it's going to be like an over-the-head, kind of like a, something you do at the fair, or, a little carnival type thing. So hopefully it delivers pretty good damage. In my opinion, that should do more damage than the primary. I don't know that the game will be set up in that manner, but we'll see. Getting that hat, you have to admit, that really does look good on him. Happy Hammering, I can't get that yet. And Drill Head, we can't get that yet, so we'll probably have to do these one at a time. And that A to join will quit flashing. Of course, I use my little pop thorn trick there. But we were doing 56 to 84 primary. Now this right here is the tertiary. So let's just take a look at it out here on the wood. I'm thinking it'll be an overhead smash. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Tapping X repeatedly, and that's just as quick as it's gonna fire. So again, with him, kind of by nature, attacks are probably gonna be slower but powerful. So let's get some damage numbers here. 70, I was correct. That's awesome. Alright, now the question is, how long will we have to sit here until we see a higher number? The good news is we've seen 70 so many times, we know it's not the critical number. Which is fantastic news, because that in fact is a harder hit than the price. 105. 70 to 105. I am content with that, and you have to realize that is his first purchased upgrades. Now, the way they have done some of these core landers, the new landers if you will, Punk Shock and Frino, I've kind of been disappointed because things like Happy Hammering for 512, all hammer attacks do increase damage. Okay, so that's a good thing inherently. Right now, and as obviously with the Swap Force character, your secondary attack ties in with the legs. That's the A button on the Wii U. Y is primary, X is tertiary. Our Y button is the hammer swing. Our X button is the tertiary attack that we just bought. Both of those, in my opinion, are hammer attacks, so we had, by gosh, better see some increases on both of those. If it only impacts Tools of the Trade, I will again be disappointed, and rightfully so, because the wording is extremely deceptive, and it should say Happy Hammering, Tools of the Trade does more damage, but it says all hammer attacks. So that 56 to 84 that we were getting from our primary, that had better go up. So again, you would assume that's what it is, but with these last two new landers I've upgraded, nothing has meant what it seems it would. So still a little bitter about that, but again, it's because I truly actually care about the game. And the fate of the characters. I mean, that would have a huge impact on the characters. So let's check it out. I will do the tertiary first because I don't think it will disappoint us. We were doing 70 to 105, which is great damage. There's a 105 off the bat and 7. Really? Really? Why? Who? I mean, I did buy it, didn't I? Let's, I guess, try the primary now. 56 to 84. 68, so it went up 12 on standard. And how long will it take to get a critical? $102. So 68 to 102. Part of me feels like I should say, I think I'm going to start doing it, just entering this crud as I go. Happy Hammering. Bear with me here. This will save me so much time. It's, not funny. So 68 to 102 on Happy Hammering. Tools of the Trade, we were 70 to 105. And I'm livid about that. Why? It's, again, very deceptive in my opinion. Rubble Rouser has a hammer, and he uses it for his primary attack that looks like that, and his tertiary attack that looks like that. We just purchased Happy Hammering that clearly stated all hammer attacks do increase damage. There it is again for you. All hammer attacks do increase damage. Now, if we're going to use the word all, which in this case would refer to 2, because there's only 2 at this point in time. Why? This needs to say Happy Hammering. your basic attack, which is hammer swing, does increase damage, and the thing you just bought, Tools of the Trade, despite being a hammer attack, does not do increased damage. That's just really stupid, and it honestly, I mean, this is the type of thing that just should not be here. This is nothing that should have been rushed. This isn't like a level that got overlooked or some little glitch or anything. This is just not thought out, and I don't know why. For the life of me, I don't know why. I'm a big fan of the game. I'm a huge Earth. I'm probably the biggest Earth Element person there is, at least putting videos out on YouTube, and this really ticks me off, to be honest with you. I'm fine if Happy Hammering is only going to do more damage for Hammer Swing. Just type that. All you have to say is Happy Hammering. Your Hammer Swing will do more damage now. That would be fantastic, and then I would know what to expect. But when you state all hammer attacks do increase damage, and I back right out of here, and we go and we see Hammer Swings doing more damage, and then Tools of the Trade isn't, that's misworded, and that's incredibly stupid. Just, you know, I can't candy code things. I mean, that's just honestly stupid, and now it's wasting all of our time. Just blows my mind. So, drill head for 640, hold X to drill into the ground, causing an earthquake. We'll go ahead and pick this up. Looks like the hammer, yes, does change. Hammer! I kind of like the more traditional one. We're not going to pick a path yet, but once you pick a path, you are tied in. I kind of like the look of the more traditional hammer, however, this one does look pretty cool. But just to me, the fact that his legs are like spinning drills, I feel like this one's kind of, you know, like a little repetitive. It looks really cool though, so I mean, you got to give him that. But to me, I would have been content with like a bigger hammer, you know, kind of like along the lines of Crusher, something along that. But keep that in mind if you're like I know there's a ton of people that are like aesthetic people, and if that bothers you, don't buy that upgrade. Anyway, let's see what happens. First, we're going to see if we're still doing 70 to 105. Yes, we are. So somehow the spinning drill doesn't increase our damage. I won't even look for the critical number. But if I hold X, you just do this. Okay, so it does end. Now becomes the tedious part. It looked like we had 21s to 32s. The question is how many. I will attempt to count them. I can't make any promises it'll be 100% accurate, but I will try as soon as Fluffy gets out of the way. And here we go. I think I got 18, but that might have included the initial 70. So let me try it again. I will count the 70 this time since I know it'll be there. And we will see if I get 18.
Rubble trouble.
I got 20 that time, which means I have to do it a third time. It goes really fast. It's kind of hard to do this. Got 19 that time. I'll do it one more time, and then we'll just call it 18 to 20. So, or I'll edit instead. Got 19 again. Let's try that. I got 20. So roughly 20 and 21 to 32. So pardon me while I type into my handy dandy spreadsheet here. But like I said, this will truly save me a lot of money. Not money, but time, and I guess time is money. So 21 to 32, and it's going to be 18 to 20 times, question mark. You count, and tell me what you get, and we'll roll with that. Alright, we're coming down here to the legs now. I'm going to save the spreadsheet, because I've had a track record of history of the spreadsheets for a long time, and any time you don't push the save button after changing things is when you always lose your data. So, Windows does automatic updates, for example. Nonetheless, I mean, that's pretty cool stuff. I guess you would be susceptible to damage there. I didn't time it. I felt like just counting the number of hits was sufficient. But I do like that one. Again, here's a good look at the drill. To me, it's kind of overkill, but at the same time, since it actually, you know, does drill pretty effectively, it makes sense. You know, you gotta give them that. So we'll come in here to the bottom end, and our first purchased upgrade, Miner Miners. 192 is the price here. Press A to dig into the ground, burst out of the ground a short time later, damaging nearby enemies, and summoning small angry miner allies. So lots going on here. We're gonna dig, we're gonna burst out and damage enemies, and then we're gonna summon small angry miner allies. I'm assuming it's just one, because when you pick a path later, I think it's up to 4 or something. So we'll get it, and we will find out. I think I can also get this next one. I think it's health. Yeah, Earthy Fortitude, which again, I would so much prefer armor here. It's not even funny. The gamepad right now is not showing that, so I'll actually hold out and back out of here. So we'll take it one at a time. He's at 476, so we'll have to remember that. Dig Deep, his primary bottom end attack, or the secondary attack, whatever you need to refer to it as. 50 to 75 with a critical hit coming once every 5 minutes, it seems like. Which again, I spared you from having to watch that. But Miner Miners, here we go. We'll kind of do it this time, see what it looks like, and then try to assess some numbers to it. It's a 50. There's our little man. 4 to 6. And he's firing away still. For a long time. Miner hits you a long time. Really long time. Okay, so what was that, like probably 40 times? 4 to 6, I'm comfortable with that, but let's come in here, burrow, pop out, and then try to count that. Wait, dadgum. Rubble Rouser, let me see if I can just, oh, so wow, okay, you've got 2 going, 3 going, wait, is that a 4th guy? Okay, so they disappear. I guess you are set to only having 2 available. Now we know, so I guess that's a good thing. Let me make sure we well, okay, so what happened, the reason I quit counting, the miner was on that side, and so the 4 was actually, the second hit was like getting covered up. I was thinking, wow, he's going slower than I thought. That's because I didn't realize Rubble Rouser was blocking one of the numbers. So I'm going to run out of the area after I press A, and we'll try to count this stuff. I got like 46. We'll do it one more time. I can always kind of count easier in the video. Well, the sheep are coming in. Alright, I'm going to try to just count them, the big number now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I got 28 that time, which times 2 is 56. So, you know, you tell me, this stuff is getting ridiculously complex to document. 4 to 6 damage, 46 to 56 times, question mark. So if some of you get bored, you're welcome to check this stuff out. I'll go ahead and pin in 476 on his health. What'll happen on the spreadsheet between now and when you see it on the website, I will, while editing, I'll try to, like, I can slow the video down way easier there, and I will attempt to get a solid number on everything that's question mark right now. Anyway, Earthy Fortitude I've got pinned down. We're sitting at 476, so I don't forget his price on this is 512. Why the health is increased in this game, you know, I mean, it comes in handy, don't get me wrong, especially like, who was it? was it Frino that got plus 100, I think? That's a huge deal, but I would still prefer the tried and true format in the past of speed and or armor. That's just me personally. Tunnel Expedition, this will be the final base upgrade for Rubble Rouser. 640 is the price. Hold A to continue drilling while underground. Release A to surprise enemies from below with a devastating attack. So hold A to continue drilling while underground. Quite sure what that means. And release to surprise enemies from below with a devastating attack. So 50 to 75, we'll see what that becomes now. It's yet to increase. And I assume the miners will still pop out. Probably still maxed out in 2. Spinning drill kind of grows on me. He had a really cool hammer in my opinion. He's at 601, so 476 to 601. I believe that is going to be plus 125. 476 to 576, and 76 plus 25 is 101. So, yeah, 125. We'll run with that. Sounds right to me. It's right before 3 in the morning, so we'll go with that. What we got to check out now is his newest attack, and we'll see what happens here. So first thing, I'm just going to hold A. Oh wait, that was crazy. Okay. At first, I thought this was going to be truly epic. I was thinking I could like burrow like Terrafin. Where I'm going in a circle, that is as far as I can go. That's a little... it's cool. You know, you can kind of adjust, like if you've got a slower, bigger enemy, I mean, you can kind of like manipulate your position if you're going to miss him the first time. But, if he could do that, you know, like indefinitely, and kind of like go from here to the middle dummy, that would be really cool. Nonetheless, let's get a damage number on it. Just make sure I'm underneath this guy. I'm just gonna hold it. I think that was a 65. Now let's see if I just release that. 65. Pretty cool how he comes up. I mean, legs first. 65 again. I couldn't get any closer. So I think when you start to see the sparks, that's when you know you're going to have initiated this attack. And it'll probably take a lifetime for me to see a critical number here. I know there's got to be one, it's just how many times I have to do this to see it. Quite a few. But again, the good news is, I mean, you can, once you see the sparks, you know you're... what are you doing? You can count those little dudes. The thing is, I mean, that's minor damage, 4 to 6, but as many times as they hit, it adds up very nicely. You know, I may do this off camera because, wait, okay, hallelujah. That's a small miracle. 65 to 98. So we got our critical number. You saw it, you know I'm not making it up. And that is that. That is the base upgrades for Rubble Rouser. All in all, not too shabby. Only thing I am not cool with really was happy hammering, because it said all hammer attacks are upgraded, do increase damage. That is not the case. It addressed our primary but not our tertiary attack, and that's disappointing to me. And you can say, oh yeah, but hey, you got that drill thing on the next upgrade up top, and that's true, but you can still just press X, you know, without drilling, and you're still doing the 70 to 105, which should have gone up. Even if it went to 75, 110, it would have at least gone up. So that, again, to me, that's just not worded properly at all. There's really no excuse for that. If you just want to upgrade hammer swing, just tell me, and then I won't be upset or disappointed. But if you say all, and there's 2 hammer attacks, that's all, 2 constituting all, and we don't get upgrades to both of the hammer attacks, you're upgrading half of the hammer attacks. You could have placed that in there. upgrade half of your hammer attacks, and then I would have known, okay, there's two, so we must just going to be addressing one of them. But in that case, again, you're better off just saying you're going to do more damage with hammer swing. You know why it's like that, I don't know. It blows my mind. But past that, this guy pretty dadgum powerful. You gotta hand him that. Drill head, pretty unique deal. Again, that one's got really good damage numbers, 21 to 32. It's roughly 18 to 20 times repeated as well. Bottom end, you get the plus 125 health, which is huge. You know, that's a big number, but I still kind of prefer a little armor. Which I think he gets that with a soul gem. I'm not 100% sure. Tunnel Expedition, 65 to 98, not too bad. Miners, it's okay. I mean, it's just good luck counting that. Nonetheless, there's some crazy high-pitched sound outside. Sounds like a rabbit dying or something. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is end this one, and we'll come back in. This Rubble Rouser is the one that I use in the playthrough. That's why he's level 8 despite killing 56 enemies, which I'm still kind of baffled by that one too. And I thought he had more money, which was weird. But nonetheless, I'll come in, and how I try to do these when I do my first upgrades, you know, I try to stage it to where if I just had one figure, this is what I would pick, and then that way it's kind of more true to form. And then of course when I come back in with a second figure, it's like, wow, you know, I'm an idiot, I should have taken the other path, or hey, you know, you actually did good. Or hopefully what happens in most cases is, hey, you know, that other path's pretty awesome too, glad I have both figures. So but again, you know, I do try to kind of stay true to form, and just, if I had one Rubble Rouser, this is what I would pick, for better or worse, and, you know, make the most of it, hopefully. So nonetheless, thanks for watching. All these numbers will be documented on that link at the top of the video description box. If you take that, you will see 5 videos, one for the base upgrades, 2 for the top pass, 2 for the bottom pass, and of course you'll have that spreadsheet which is exclusive to the website, and it will have all the damage numbers as best as I can document them. Again, there may be some discrepancies, like the number of times miners hits, but I'll have it ballparked as best I can for you, so it should help you out. It'll help you pick a path, help you kind of research the others, things of that nature. That's the ultimate goal there. OneOfWeasem.com is a website. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. It's after 3 a.m., but I think I'm too excited to kind of explore these paths. I'll go ahead and upgrade this guy. Might hit the second Rubble Rouser tomorrow night or something, but gonna go ahead and explore the paths with this guy, get him fully upgraded. Stay tuned for that, and I will catch you next time.